So I thought I'd do something a little different today. Here lately I've been kind of working on a gaming corner in my room, and I actually started doing it because somebody gave me this CD bookshelf and I decided to put all my games on it. I thought just for fun I'd show off everything I've got. So, and I got quite a bit here, so yeah, let's get started. Alright, I thought I would start with the NES games first, but instead of pulling them all out one at a time, I thought I'd take them all off, and as I'm putting them on, I'll show you what I got. So just give me a second. Okay, starting off, Championship Bowling, Burger Time, Pinball, quite the classic, Airwolf, Dad was really big into the TV show, Ghoul School, kind of a guilty pleasure of mine, Adventure Island, never managed to finish that one, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, some weird stuff at the top, probably from a video rental store, don't own the sequel unfortunately, Bomberman, another favorite of my dad's, I still enjoy it too, Popeye, Batman from Sunsoft, really good one actually, DuckTales, quite the fan favorite of most people, Millipede, The Three Stooges, another one my dad bought me because he was a big fan of The Three Stooges, Final Fantasy, the game that started it all, rough around the edges but still pretty fun, Donkey Kong Classics, with also Donkey Kong Jr. on it, To the Earth, a game I can't play anymore because it uses the NES Zapper. I can't use that on my widescreen TVs. Dragon Warrior. And one that the family likes to play, Anticipation. Wizards and Warriors, a game by Rare, if I recall correctly. Tetris, another classic. One of two reproduction cartridges I own for the NES. This is Final Fantasy III. Really fun one, actually. Little Nemo the Dream Master. I'll be more famous than the movie itself. Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. I don't own the first game on the NES, sadly. Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. Really like that one. Metroid, another big favorite of my dad's. And me, actually, as well. Bugs Bunny's Birthday Blowout. Big fan of Bugs Bunny, actually, so I have tracked down a bunch of his games. Ghosts and Goblins. A really difficult one. Did manage to finish it as a kid, though. Little Samson. It's also a reproduction cartridge, because I'm not paying $3,000 for an actual cartridge. Tiny Toon Adventures. Pretty fun. Tailspin. Probably my favorite of the Disney Cartoon Afternoon Collection games. Willow. What is wrong with that cartridge? That was actually really good. If you never played it, definitely do. Ninja Gaiden 3, the only one I own. Incidentally, the only one I'm actually good at. Blaster Master, another game from Sunsoft. Really, really good. Bionic Commando, quite the classic. Kirby's Adventure, his second game. Also really fun. And a very strange game called Pinball Quest, which tried to introduce RPG elements like shops and whatnot. It's not great. Mega Man 4, probably one of my favorites of the classic Mega Man games. Mega Man 3, another favorite of mine. I don't own 1, 2, 4, or 1, 2, 5, and 6, sadly. Super Mario Bros. 3, one I go back to quite often. The original Mario Bros, but Duck Hunt. Half of that can't be played anymore. Again, the Zapper. A big favorite of mine, actually, Monster in My Pocket. Short but sweet, really good game. Rainbow Islands, another favorite of mine. The sequel to Bubble Bobble. Which, speaking of which, here we go. Another big favorite of mine, actually. And the last two games right here to show off. The Adventure of Link, Zelda 2. And, of course, the first Zelda game, in all its shiny gold cartridge glory. And I got a little space right here. I just keep this right here. It's one of the few boxes I still own for the original Final Fantasy. Just stick that right there. Okay, now in time for the Super Nintendo games. I'll go ahead and show this one off first, the Super Game Boy. I've got a game in there right now, Mega Man 2. I'll talk about the Game Boy games later. I used to get a bunch of mileage out of that as a kid. Probably my rarest game that I own, Mega Man 7. Mega Man X, really, really good. Mega Man X2, another big favorite of mine. Mega Man X3, you might notice something's a little off about the cartridge or the label. It's actually the Japanese version in the inside. There's a story behind that. Maybe I'll talk about that in a separate video. Animaniacs, quite the fun game. I might consider it a guilty pleasure. And something that was made not too long ago, actually. Joe and Mac Ultimate Caveman Collection. It's got Joe and Mac 1, 2, and Congo's Caper. I actually really like Joe and Mac 2, so I might consider another big guilty pleasure of mine. Super Mario Kart, pardon me. Mario Paint. Spent a lot of time with that one as a kid. Ooh, another big favorite of mine, Yoshi's Island. Easily one of my top 10 favorite games. Super Mario World, of course. Probably my first SNES game. Super Mario All-Stars, remakes of the first some games on the NES. Super Mario RPG, another big classic, one I really like. And The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. Right. Kirby's Avalanche, I have a bit of a story I could tell about that one, but again, maybe in another video. Kirby's Dream Course, I've never been good at that one actually. Kirby Superstar, another game I have a bit of a story about, but again, I'll talk about that in another video. Bonkers, pretty fun game actually. Short but sweet, by Capcom. Super Godzilla, not a good game, but eh. Let's see, Donkey Kong Country, quite like that one. This is where I would put Donkey Kong Country 2, except my brother borrowed it. Don't know if I ever see that again, but I do have Donkey Kong Country 3. For my money, it has a really good soundtrack. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Oh, here's a big one. Final Fantasy 3. A big favorite for most people. Secret of Evermore. A friend recommended this one to me. We actually played it side by side. I quite enjoyed it. The Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse. Pretty fun. Although I like the sequel a lot more. The Great Circus Mystery. Castlevania 4. Really, really good. And Bugs Bunny's Rabbit Rampage. Only got a small slot right here for this, so I had to put them sideways. Big fan of Looney Tunes, so I grabbed this one the other day for $10. Roadrunners, Death Valley Rally. It's Sunsoft's take on Sonic the Hedgehog, pretty much. Super Widgets. I used to watch the cartoon a bunch as a kid. I always rented the game so much too. Arrow the Acrobat. Spanky's Quest. Don't let the name fool you. It's actually really, really good. If you ever get a chance, definitely play it. Take my word for it, this is Aladdin for the SNES. Stunt Racer. It's rough. And Brain Lord. The game that always gives me a headache every time I try to play it. That's all for the Super Nintendo games, but I do have a few Famicom games. Here's a Rockman X3. You can see it's empty because that's what's inside there right now. What is that game called? The Magical Quest. It's the third game, actually. Mega Man and Bass. And the last one I have is Donald in a Magic Hat, I guess it's translated to. Big fan of Donald, so I want to track down some of his games. Okay, that's it for that. Okay, now for some Nintendo 64 games. Starting off with a pretty good one, Paper Mario. Not so good one, Castlevania. Bomberman Hero. A friend recommended that one to me. Haven't finished it yet, but I hope to soon. A birthday gift from a friend. Super Mario Kart 64. Jet Force Gemini by Rare. One that my friend likes quite a lot. Banjo-Tooie. And, of course, Banjo-Kazooie. Really enjoy that one. Ms. Pac-Man Maze Madness. A gift from a friend, actually. Yoshi's Story. Had that one for a long time. Mario Party 3. I don't own 1 and 2. This was another gift from a friend. Shout out to Valkyrie. He's been helping me increase my Nintendo 64 collection because I only had like 6 at the beginning of the year. And here's another one actually he sent me, Rayman 2. And of course, Zelda, gold cartridge, Ocarina of Time, sorry. And another big favorite of mine, Majora's Mask. A hologram label right there. That's it for the Nintendo 64 games. Time to move on to the GameCube now. After I show this off, this is actually a box set for The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Adventures. It's came in a box because it's got one of those link cables in it. You're supposed to connect the Game Boy Advance up to it and whatnot. Mario Party 7. Family used to play that with me a lot. And Mario Party 6. Both of these have a boxes because, I don't know if you can see it, it has a microphone inside. Might as well show this off too. This thing goes for about $100 nowadays. The Game Boy startup disc. And to keep the Mario Party train going, Mario Party 4. And Mario Party 5. The family and I used to love playing those a lot. Of course, we get into some Zelda games. Always been a big fan of Zelda. That's the Wind Waker. And Twilight Princess. Cost me $50 when I bought it. Nowadays it goes for over $100. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. I've always had a soft spot for this character, actually. Wish he was more popular. His sequel, Ty 2, Bush Rescue. And the third game, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, Night of the Quinkin. And getting to some Spyro games here. Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. I certainly can't recommend that game, sadly. And Spyro A Hero's Tale, a game that is another big guilty pleasure of mine. Super Mario Sunshine, of course, really good one. Ikaruga, a game that got recommended to me because I like another game on the PlayStation. I'll get to that later. Super Smash Bros. Melee. Definitely loved that one as a kid. Even unlocked all the characters too without using a guide. Sonic Mega Collection for my Genesis needs. Preview disc. Figured why not show that off. Soul Calibur, Sonic Adventure DX, all kinds of other games. Metroid Prime. That one surprised me because I'm usually not a fan of first-person shooters, but I really enjoyed that one. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Scalar, a really fun 3D platformer. Another one I wish was more popular than it was. And Over the Hedge, a movie I was really crazy about in my youth. The game itself is actually surprisingly good. Pac-Man and Pac-Man World 2. Tales and Symphonia, my introduction to the Tales of games. Quite a fun one. The Mega Man Anniversary Collection. I actually really like that, despite the fact they swapped the buttons. It makes it kind of awkward. Not that one. Mega Man X Collection. Not much to say about that, but plenty of good games in it. Nope, not that one. The Mega Man X Command Mission. I really need to finish that one someday. Star Fox Assault. A friend recommended that one to me. Haven't finished it yet, though. Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. Really, really good. Haven't played the remake, or remaster. And I got a blank one right here. I need to print off a cover for it one day, but it's PK Out of Their Shadow. Another Donald Duck game. And there we go. That's it for the GameCube games. To start things off for the Wii games, we got the Kirby Dream Collection Special Edition. Comes with a game, soundtrack CD, and a little booklet inside. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Really fun. Super Mario Galaxy 2. A game I really need to finish one of these days. Super Mario Galaxy, a game that I did finish, including the Luigi campaign, yeah. Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Never played much of that one because I think I got my fill with Melee, sadly, but still good. Mario Party 8. The family loved that one. Mario Kart Wii. It was one of my favorite Mario Kart games until another one showed up. I'll talk about that later. Metroid Other M. Yeah. My dog kind of chewed that up, but... and Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. Bust Move Bash. I do like me some Bust Move every now and then. Resident Evil 4. Pretty fun. WarioWare Smooth Moves. Really good one. Wario Land Shake It. I love the fact that it has a hand-drawn graphic style. Wish more games did that. Tales of Symphonia Dawn of the New World. It's not as good as the first one, sadly. Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. I actually had to print off a cover for it, but otherwise the game and booklet are inside. Donkey Kong Country Returns. That one surprised me. It was really good, but it was by Retro, so I'm not surprised. Sonic Unleashed. I've actually never played the HD version, but I do like that one. Sonic Colors. Yeah, that cover doesn't look great. I found it at a flea market for like a couple bucks, so. And a game that my family likes, Jeopardy. I just stick that one over there. Kind of ran out of room, so. That's it for the Wii games, so now we're going to move over to the Wii U with New Super Mario Bros. U. I do enjoy that one, although I haven't played it too much yet. Again, the family really likes Jeopardy, so they bought that for me. Rayman Legends. Had a lot of fun with that one. Yoshi's Woolly World, probably the second best Yoshi game out there. Nintendo Land. I actually bought a basic Wii U, so I had to buy that one separately. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I have yet to finish that one. I keep meaning to, though. Mario Kart 8. Probably my favorite of the Mario Kart games. Let me play as Iggy, so I gotta love it. Super Mario 3D World, another big favorite of mine. And The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. A game that I didn't like at first until I played it a second time, then ended up liking it a lot. Put that right there. Now we're going to move on to the Switch games. And since I just showed Breath of the Wild, might as well show this, Tears of the Kingdom. I'm a bit more on the side of Breath of the Wild, sadly, but still a good game. Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker. That one was a surprise. If you haven't played that one, definitely do. The Super Mario RPG remake. Great, honestly. Mario and Luigi Brothership. I wish I didn't like that one as much as I had hoped. Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Not one of my favorites, sadly. The remake of The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Really, really good. Super Bomberman R, one of my first Switch games, which I've still yet to finish. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I enjoyed that one. One of my favorite games on the Switch, Metroid Dread. I think we waited so long for that game, it was so worth it. And one of my favorite games of all time, Wonder Boy The Dragon's Trap HD, the remake. I love the hand-drawn graphics. I could talk so much about that game. Okay, moving into some of the handheld games. Here's one I got just last year. Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. Another favorite of mine, Elite Beat Agents. Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. I really need to go back to that one. I haven't finished it yet. Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. Pretty fun. Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. Even better if you ask me. I don't own an Order of Ecclesia, sadly. The Over the Hedge video game. Consider that Metal Gear Solid for children. And another Over the Hedge game. Hammy Goes Nuts. I don't even know how to describe that one, really. And oh, I got this right here. Might as well show this off, too. I used to own Metroid Prime Hunters, but not anymore, sadly. Deal or No Deal. My family really liked that at one point, so they bought that for me. Field of Magic XYXX. That one was pretty fun, but I've only played it once. WarioWare Touched. This is one of my favorite 3DS, or no, DS games, sorry. One of my favorites for a long time. Yoshi Touch and Go. I don't think I've ever finished that game. It was kind of weird. Pack and Roll, really fun. Nano Stray, I have a story about that one too, but again, maybe another video. And aw, a little pupper. Nintendogs, Dalmatian, and Friends. Dalmatians are one of my favorite breeds, so I felt I had to get that. And got a blank right here, but it has Crash of the Titans inside it. That's the first Crash game I've talked about finally. Trauma Center, Under the Knife. I could talk so much about that game. I do enjoy it though. Mario Kart DS. Played that one a lot as a kid. Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. A game I've only finished once, sadly. I just haven't been encouraged to go back to it again yet. Final Fantasy III. I was so excited for the remake. Here's a Japanese import, Tales of the Tempest. It's not something I can exactly recommend. I can recommend this one though, Tales of Innocence. You'll need an English patch to play those, of course. Kirby Superstar Ultra. Really, really good. Well worth the money. And my first DS game, Super Mario 64 DS. Actually, 100%ed this one first, and then I went back finally to the 64 game and finished that one. Okay, starting off with the 3DS games. The Metroid Samus Returns. That was a birthday gift from a friend. Thank you again. Rayman Origins. I can't exactly recommend the 3DS version, but the HD version on Steam and whatnot, wonderful game. Kirby Triple Deluxe. Really, really good. Kirby Planet Robobot. I've heard people say that one's better than Triple Deluxe, but I've still yet to finish it. Need to, though. Super Mario 3D Land. Really fun. Super Smash Bros. For 3DS. Haven't played much of that one yet. Again, I got my fill with Melee. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. I actually bought a used 3DS and that came with it. Still haven't finished it yet. Snoopy's Grand Adventure. It looked cute, so I figured why not. It was only a few bucks anyway. Pokemon Y, that also came with the 3DS. I still haven't finished it. And, consider this another big guilty pleasure of mine. Regular Show, Mordecai and Rigby, and 8-Bit Land. I actually used this one to hold a couple other cartridges, just I have ones loose laying around. There's the Mordecai and Rigby game, Sonic Generations, another DS game actually, Surf's Up. I really liked the movie back then, so I figured why not get that. And New Super Mario Bros. 2. And just a few more, some Zelda games. The Legend of Zelda, A Link Between Worlds, really, really good. Don't skip on that one. The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time 3D. And of course, a 3DS port, or remake, I guess, of another big favorite of mine, Majora's Mask 3D. And I got a bunch of extra space there, so I just put him right there. Why not? Alright, now time for what might be my favorite console, the PlayStation. First off, I'll go and show this, Lunar 2 Eternal Blue Complete. I used to own the first one, let's not talk about that. Chrono Cross, wonderful soundtrack. Brave Fencer Musashi, quite the hidden gem, I'd say. 101 Dalmatians 2, Puppies to the Rescue. I've heard it's a good game, but I still haven't played it yet. Final Fantasy VII, quite the classic. Final Fantasy VIII, of course. That one gets bad-mouthed a lot, but I do enjoy it. My favorite of the Final Fantasy games on the PlayStation, Final Fantasy IX. Let's ever talk about that remake. Final Fantasy Anthology, my first exposure to Final Fantasy V and VI. Final Fantasy Chronicles with Final Fantasy IV and Chrono Trigger. I really wanted Chrono Trigger on the SNES, but it just never happened, but that's a good compromise. And Final Fantasy Origins with Final Fantasy I and II. I played that one not too long ago. It's really fun. Oh, the instruction book was missing, but this is the Digimon Rumble Arena. I was so obsessed with Digimon as a kid. Ooh, another rare one I own, Clock Tower. Those are over $100 nowadays. Rayman, another gift from a friend. Thank you, Valkyrie. Taifu, Wrath of the Tiger. I have yet to play that one, but I've heard good things about it. Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. Oopsie. Yeah, I might have to get another case for that. Pac-Man World 2, also missing its instruction book. No, not Pac-Man World 2, it's the first Pac-Man World. Sorry. Silhouette Mirage, quite the gem, if you ask me. Metal Gear Solid, of course. Activision Classic Games, for all your Atari needs. Good for about 5 minutes. Bust-A-Move 4, pretty fun. And another big favorite of mine, actually, Incredible Crisis. Don't let the Titus symbol fool you. They only localized it. Game X is actually really good. Mega Man Legends. Quite near and dear to my heart. Mega Man Legends 2. I sadly do not own Misadventures of Tron Bonne. Mega Man X4. One of the first few PlayStation games I owned. Mega Man X6. I got this one earlier this year. Consider that a big guilty pleasure of mine, despite all its shortcomings. Mega Man 8. Sadly, I don't own the instruction book anymore. I lost it. Gex, another character that I have a big soft spot for. Gex, Enter the Gecko. I actually really like this game, so I don't know if I consider it a favorite of mine, but I think it's quite good. Castlevania, Symphony of the Night. Really, really good. A game I got not even about a week ago, Sheep Raider. This one is quite pricey, actually. Not quite $100, but still. Pretty fun so far. Looney Tunes Racing. Again, I'm really big on the Looney Tunes, so I had to get that one. Bugs Bunny Lost in Time. I'll actually admit that Bugs Bunny is one of my favorite animated characters of all time, so I had to track that game down. And while I do enjoy that one, this one is even better. Bugs Bunny and Taz Time Busters. Really, really good. And a few more games here. Let me actually adjust that. Croc 2. The first game, Croc, Legend of the Gobos. I usually sometimes I consider that a favorite, I'm just not sure. Spyro, Year of the Dragon. Spyro, Ripto's Rage. Usually people's favorite of the trilogy. Not quite mine, because Spyro the Dragon. I will go and say it right now. Favorite game of all time. Seriously, I love this game. I could talk about it so much. Here's just something I found the other day. I bought it just because of Spyro. It's a Pizza Hut demo disc. And because I got some extra space there, put Spyro right there. Okay, moving on to the PlayStation 2. We got Jak and Daxter. Really fun game, actually. Jak 2. Haven't played that one yet. Keep meaning to, though. Jak 3, of course. I'll get to them someday. Ratchet and Clank. I have played through that one. Really good, actually. Ratchet and Clank Going Commando. Just like the Jak games, I've yet to get to that one too. And Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. Here's a trilogy I have played all the way through. Legend of Spyro: A New Beginning. Not bad. It was a decent start. Legends of Spyro: The Eternal Night. I want to like that game, I just can't. The Legend of Spyro: Dawn of the Dragon. I'm not fond of that game either. Rough Trigger, The Vanacore Conspiracy. Consider this a big guilty pleasure of mine, although I cannot recommend it. Castlevania, Lament of Innocence. Another guilty pleasure of mine, actually. Frogger, Ancient Shadow. I actually really like how they redesigned the character for this one. Wish it had stayed. Hey, finally another Crash game. Crash Twinsanity. Pretty fun, actually. It's just a shame it's unfinished. Whiplash. Yet to finish that one. Okami. Another great one game. Neopets, Darkest Fairy. Consider that another big guilty pleasure of mine. Metal Gear Solid 2. And Metal Gear Solid 3. Mega Man X7. Mega Man X8. I do like that one, actually. Tales of the Abyss. Pretty fun, although I do like Symphonia and Vesperia better. Imported game, Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. Kingdom Hearts Re-Chain of Memories. Yet to play that one. Keep forgetting about it. And another import, Kingdom Hearts Final Mix 2. Let's see, and of course, Final Fantasy. Probably one of my first PlayStation 2 games. Final Fantasy X-2, which I think is good. Not all of it, but plenty of it. And Final Fantasy 12, the game I keep trying to finish and I just can't. I get so bored with it every time, sorry. Just a few extra games here. Bolt, like the character, like the movie, but the game itself I just keep around because why not? The Legend of K, a game I tried to play and finish, but it glitched and I had to start over. Wall-E, good movie, good game. And Devil May Cry. And I don't have a spot for them up here, but I do have two more. Dynasty Warriors 4, a friend recommended that to me. And the Sonic Mega Collection Plus. Found it at a flea market for a few bucks. So I figured why not. Alright, time to move down to the PlayStation 3 games. We have, geez, what happened to the cover of this one? Ratchet & Clank, Tools of Destruction. I plan on getting to the Ratchet & Clank games eventually, trust me. Maybe, I don't know. Sonic Ultimate Genesis Collection. Found that at a flea market for $3, figured why not. Metal Gear Solid 4. I do enjoy that one, actually. I also found this one at a flea market for a few bucks. I'm like, why not? I'm curious. I haven't played much of it yet, though. The Sly Cooper Collection, 1, 2, and 3. Need to get to that one of these days. A game that I quite like, Eternal Sonata. Quite the controversial game, but Final Fantasy 13. I did finish that one, unlike 12, so... Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. I bought that one recently, actually. I've yet to play it yet. And, oh, that's actually it for the PlayStation 3 games. So we'll just move on to the PlayStation 4 games right here. Horizon Zero Dawn. I actually found that at a flea market again. For I think it was like $2 or $3. And the same guy actually sold this game too. I thought, I've heard good things about it, so why not? Knack, oh yeah. Kingdom Hearts 3. Found it for $10. Haven't played it yet though. I did play the main attraction of this game, Kingdom Hearts 2.8. I played Dream Drop Distance, I think it's called. I found this one for $5 and I figured why not. A friend warned me about it, but I haven't tried it yet. Also found this one for like $10 or something. I figured why not. I haven't played it yet either. And of course the trilogy. Here's a favorite of mine actually, Medieval. I used to own the original on the PlayStation, but I sold it, and I guess that's a good compromise, but it's actually a really good remake. And so is this actually, Spyro Reignited Trilogy. Remake of my favorite game of all time, makes it even better. And here's a game actually, Marsupilami Hoob Adventure. I'm just going to take an aside real fast. If you ever see this game for cheap, please play this game. It is really, really good. And one more real fast. Bought this one for $15 a while back. I never actually played a Dark Souls game. I am not good at it. I'll fully admit that. And moving on to the PSP games, we got the Castlevania Dracula X Chronicles. Pretty fun. Oh yeah, I usually do this. Another Ratchet & Clank game. I bought a bunch of them because preparing for like whenever I get to the others, and I do plan eventually to go to that. Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Got it pretty cheap just because it was just a game. Pet Adventures. Bought it a while back, but I've still yet to play it. Mega Man 1 remake, Powered Up. It's pretty fun. It's just a shame it didn't sell too well. And Maverick Hunter X. Again, it's a shame it didn't sell well either, and it killed the X franchise. The Final Fantasy 1 remake. Pretty good. A little easy, but pretty good. Final Fantasy Tactics, War of the Lions. Kingdom Hearts, Birth by Sleep. Pretty fun. Riviera, The Promised Land. I used to own the Game Boy Advance version, but a friend borrowed it and never gave it back. And another big favorite of mine, Daxter. Despite the fact I haven't played Jak 2 and 3, I actually really like that game. And we'll just put him right there to separate the two. And last but not least, this shelf on the bottom, I just keep it for like all my miscellaneous games and whatnot. I'll go and show this off first, actually. This thing is just filled with nothing but manuals. Ones I've managed to keep over the years, including Castlevania. Kingdom Hearts, Chain of Memories. I don't own the Game Boy Advance version anymore. Riviera, The Promised Land. Bubble Bobble, Old and New. I really like the art style of that one. I wish they'd bring it back. Mega Man Extreme 2. Rayman 2. A friend sent me that one. Well, he sent me that other game up there, actually. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Final Fantasy 3. Majora's Mask. And this booklet from Ocarina of Time, which isn't doing too well. And got some other games right here. Some Wii games I forgot to show off. Titanic, Hidden Mysteries. My stepmother bought that one. She thought it might be good, but gave it to me eventually. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, The Crystal Bearers. I already showed off these 2 games, so... some Xbox 360 games, Darksiders 2. Yet again, another game I haven't got to yet. Tales of Vesperia, really good. Over the Hedge again. Blink, the Time Sweeper, Blinks, sorry. I have yet to finish that one, but it looks fun. Ninja Gaiden, a friend recommended this one to me, but haven't played it yet. And this blank case right here, which is actually, it contains Lost Odyssey, since I don't have a proper case for it, but has all 4 discs, so hey. Right here I got a soundtrack CD for Final Fantasy III. And I keep a few PC games right here. Probably my first PC game, Keepsake. It's a point-and-click game. The PC version of Croc 2. I think I got this one first before getting the PlayStation one. Rayman 3. Have yet to finish that one yet. Bugs Bunny Lost in Time. This is what I was using before I got the PlayStation one. Puzzle Bubble 2. Hey, Super Lucky's Tale. Oh, there we go. Pretty fun game, but I haven't played the new version yet. Yeah. And Alice Madness Returns. And this is Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. Came free with the movie when the folks bought it for me for Christmas a long time ago. Let's see, here's my Super Famicom games. I already showed these off. A few Genesis games over here. We got Sonic and Knuckles. Talk about that one in a minute. Got Animaniacs. Haven't finished that one yet. Bugs Bunny Double Trouble. Sonic 2, and who could forget Sonic 2. I do have a case right here for Bugs Bunny Double Trouble. And Sonic 3. Actually in my Genesis right now, since I bought it recently, so I do have the cartridge for that. And last but not least, Rocket Knight Adventures. Easily one of my favorite games of all time. Probably my second favorite, actually. Alright. Put some of those back on the shelf now. I can show you this. I actually got this recently. Believe it or not, this goes for over $100 nowadays, but I got mine for $25. Usually just to keep a few loose discs I have around, like Gex, Deep Cover Gecko, that's the third game. Alundra 2 and Bubble Bobble, also featuring Rainbow Islands, both for the PlayStation. Crash Team Racing, PlayStation, and Harvey Birdman Attorney at Law for the PlayStation 2. Link's Crossbow Training and Rayman Raving Rabbids 2. Haven't played that one yet. A demo disc for the PlayStation 2, Wii Sports, and okay, well I guess that's it. And I decided to shift the camera around a little bit for this last thing. A big container full of nothing but Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games. I'll show you these. Make a giant mess in the process. First off, I'll show this. It's the Game Boy Advance link cable. Let's see. Just start things off. We got Gex, Pac-Man, Dr. Mario. Sorry about the glare. Kirby's Pinball Land. Kirby Dream Land. Tetris Attack. And just regular old Tetris. And the first of the Game Boy Mega Man games. I don't own 3, 4, and 5, sadly. Kirby Block Ball. I really liked that one as a kid, actually. Mole Mania, another favorite of mine. Kirby Dream Land 2. Metroid 2. Return of Samus, or Samus Returns. One of the two. Wario Land 2. No joke, I found that at a yard sale for 25 cents. The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX. The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. And the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Okay, to be fair, there are differences between all three of these. One of them is the 1.0 version, has a weird glitch in it. And the other one's like a patch version, and of course the other one is the one that they brought to the Game Boy Color. Croc 2. Got Croc 1 in there somewhere. Kicks. My mother used to love that one. Mega Man Extreme. Quite like that one, actually. Final Fantasy Legends 2. I don't own 1 and 3, sadly. Donkey Kong. Really good game. Super Mario Land 2. 6 golden coins. What happened to that label? Donkey Kong Land 2. There it is again. That's weird. But I don't own the first or the third one either. Ooh, really good one. Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Seasons. Mega Man Extreme 2. For my money, I like the first one better. Just regular old crock. Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Ages. Kirby Tilt and Tumble. Had a lot of fun with that one as a kid. Haven't played it since then, though. And Gex 3. Because why not? Oh, and one more Game Boy game. Pokemon Pinball. There's supposed to be a little thing for the battery slot, but I lost that a long time ago. And for some reason this is in here. UMD of Over the Hedge. Hammy Goes Nuts for the PSP. Not a good game. For the Game Boy Advance games, you got the Capcom Classics Mini Mix. I bought that a long time ago for Bionic Commando, so I could have it on the handheld. Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. Sorry about the lighting, folks. The original Castlevania on the Game Boy Advance. Kirby, Nightmare in Dreamland, really fun. Go back to that one quite often. Castlevania, Circle the Moon. Gunstar Superheroes. Talk about that in a minute. Another reproduction, because I didn't want to pay $100 for it. It's Pokemon Fire Red. Yoshi's Island, really fun. I'll talk about this in a minute. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Can I get that more centered? Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. Golden Sun, the Lost Stage. I got the first one in there somewhere. Tide 2, Bush Rescue. It's alright. Need to buy the third game eventually. Metroid Zero Mission, another big favorite of mine. Bubble Bobble Old and New. Again, I like the art style of that one. Metroid Fusion, great game. And Mega Man Zero 2. Really fun, but that's the only one I own of the Zero games. And oh yeah, there's Golden Sun finally. And Mario Kart Super Circuit. WarioWare Twisted. And last, but definitely not least, Castlevania Aria of Sorrow, another big favorite of mine. And there you have it. That's pretty much my entire collection. Hope you guys enjoyed watching the video and seeing everything I have. I'm always adding to it all the time, so maybe if I add anything else, I'll make like a short video or something and show you guys what else I got. But until then, I really appreciate it and thank you for watching. I didn't forget about that other game. Unfortunately, I just don't own a physical copy of Tails Adventure, so I couldn't really include it in the video. This is about the best I've got, but who knows? Maybe someday I'll own it. Someday.